More than $10 million is lost each year due to wild boar invasions in Australian cities. Among these, the most serious issue is wild boars polluting the environment, with dirty water and foul-smelling waste directly affecting people's health and quality of life. At the same time, residents have become familiar with the sight of wild boars invading, searching for food during the day and night. In their search for more food sources, invasive wild boars have approached densely populated areas. In Melbourne, a herd of wild boars, consisting of 5 to 10 adults and piglets, often wanders on the streets. The appearance of wild boars also attracts people's attention and curiosity. Many people have the habit of taking photos, causing the wild boars to panic and run away. While fleeing, they can attack humans and collide with vehicles on the road. In case of seeing a herd of wild boars on the street, people should immediately contact the authorities to ensure their own safety and that of the community. As the invasion of wild boars is increasing, the Australian government has announced plans to educate people in these areas to be aware of and implement safety measures. In Melbourne, with over 200 homes attacked in the past 6 months, the Australian government needs to take measures to deal with this harmful invasive species to ensure the safety of people in the area. The Australian government has just organized a wild boar hunting competition as a measure to control the increase in wild boar numbers, which are causing significant damage to the environment in the city. The competition usually takes place when the natural food sources for wild boars are scarce, forcing them to search for food. In wild boar hunting competitions, smooth coordination among team members helps increase efficiency and the chance of achieving the goals. Additionally, experienced hunters participating in these competitions aim and shoot accurately, primarily targeting the wild boar's neck and calves. According to hunters in the competition, they encountered a herd of newly born wild boars, consisting of 3 to 5 animals. However, according to the animal welfare policy, hunters are not allowed to harm pregnant wild boars and young boars. This is a humane action towards animals. Some groups of hunters, when hunting in areas far from the competition venue, transport the wild boars down the mountain by carrying them on their backs. Hunters should be cautious when moving down the mountain due to steep and rugged terrain. This is a competition to determine the winning team. Organizers will bring wild boars back to ascertain the victor. They will use hanging scales to measure the boar's body weights. Wild boars often inhabit flatlands where they can find plenty of grass, grains, and crops. The western part of Texas is mountainous, while the southern and southeastern parts are desert areas where wild boars frequently appear. Particularly, East Texas is characterized by wooded areas with various berries, seeds, and other plants. Helicopters can move faster and more flexibly than traditional hunting methods, making it easier to track and shoot wild boars. Wild boars often inhabit remote and hard-to-reach areas, and helicopters can facilitate easier access to these regions for hunters. The wild boar hunting campaign in Texas is conducted by a group of local farmers and contractors. The campaign utilizes helicopters to detect and shoot wild boars. Pilots are trained to identify wild boars and use sniper equipment to eliminate them. The wild boar hunting campaign in Texas is an effective method for controlling invasive wild boar populations. This campaign has minimized damage to crops and the environment in the state. However, due to the significant costs involved, careful consideration should be given before participating in these hunts. Wolves often choose tactical times to attack, usually at night when darkness covers all events. This makes it impossible for farm owners to directly confront the ferocious wolves. However, livestock, such as sheep, goats, and pigs, often suffer the most damage at the hands of these ruthless wolves. Wolves, with their superior hunting skills and the danger they pose, are becoming a serious threat to the livestock industry worldwide. In the United States, where wolves are widely distributed, wolf attacks frequently occur in the western states, where there are many wilderness areas and livestock farms. Wolves, with their strength and agility, serve as a clear reminder of the delicate balance between humans and nature. They pose a significant threat as carriers of numerous pathogens that can be transmitted from wild animals to humans and pets. One of the main reasons wolves have become the most dangerous invasive species in the world is because humans have released them. Initially kept as companions and pets for families, wolves were eventually abandoned and left to revert to their wild instincts when they no longer received care and attention from humans. Wolves possess a high adaptability to new habitats and can thrive in various environments, from deep forests and grasslands to barren deserts and rugged mountains. This adaptability, once they become wild, poses a threat to native species living in those areas. These solutions have been effective in preventing the spread of invasive wolf populations. Do you believe there are better solutions? If so, please share your opinions below. Don't forget to share and like to support our channel with upcoming videos. And lastly, remember to share this video with your friends so they can watch and enjoy it too. Feral hogs are an invasive species causing significant damage to the United States, estimated at billions of dollars annually. They can attack at any time, day or night. In this video, we'll see how American farmers deal with feral hog invasions on their farms. This herd of feral hogs is preparing to attack a cattle farm at night. The ranchers are ready to protect their cattle. They approach the herd gently and cautiously. The feral hogs are large, so the ranchers and hunters use night vision equipment to aid in shooting, enabling them to see each hog clearly. During the daytime, you can see feral hogs running across the fields. Hunters in the area have gathered with hunting dogs to capture them. These professional hunting dogs search for feral hogs, and then each hunter stands in a different area to ensure no hogs escape. Feral hogs not only cause economic and infrastructural damage, but also pose threats to the environment and human health. They are omnivorous animals with a habit of damaging crops. This environmental destruction not only results in agricultural productivity losses, but also undermines the sustainability of ecosystems. To mitigate the impacts of feral hogs, American farmers have employed various strategies. Trapping and hunting are two traditional methods used to reduce the feral hog population. The monitoring system using drones and GPS tracking devices has proven effective in tracking and pinpointing the location of feral hogs. This provides opportunities for researchers and control agencies to detect the presence of feral hogs early and implement timely control measures. In addition to technology, a unique natural solution is planting crops with strong odors that feral hogs dislike, such as chili peppers, lemongrass, and mint. Feral hogs typically avoid plants with strong odors like these, so planting them can help protect farmers' important crops and food sources from animal intrusion. Feral hogs pose a serious threat to the economy and human health in the United States. The consequences of this invasion are highly concerning and require collaboration from all parties to address. To tackle this threat, the U.S. needs to continue researching and implementing effective measures to ensure sustainability for the future. These hogs are raised on a farm with a high-quality automated farming system. The farm is divided into multiple nurturing areas tailored to the different ages of the hogs. After giving birth, sow hogs are cared for separately in a room so that their piglets can receive nourishing mother's milk from them. The hogs are fed high-nutrient diet portions, and this system is capable of automatically providing the hogs with appropriate amounts of food at various times throughout the day. Once they reach their target weight, the hogs may continue to be used for breeding subsequent litters on the farm, or sold to processing plants to supply food for humans. When the pork arrives at the processing plant, it is placed on a conveyor belt to begin the processing procedure. The frozen pork pieces are fed into the first grinding machine to be minced, along with seasonings and additives added to enhance the flavor of the product. The pork can be processed into various foods such as sausages, bologna, ham, bacon, sauces, and many other dishes. Once the meat reaches the desired quality level, employees transfer it into large trays, which are then poured into the mold frame. This equipment can press the meat into layers or casings to shape salami. These sausage sticks are hung on a large hanging rack on a self-locking conveyor system and moved into the curing room. After curing, they are dried to reduce moisture and achieve a specific hardness for the sausages. Now, they are ready to be packaged. The salami is sliced into evenly sized pieces, and employees then arrange a certain amount into each box. They are packaged and sealed automatically using a separate device. Once completed, they are packed into cardboard boxes for transportation. Salami is a popular and widely enjoyed food in many countries around the world, especially in Europe and the United States. It offers a balanced flavor profile of saltiness and spiciness, making it a versatile ingredient for dishes such as pizza, sandwiches, salads, and many others. What do you think about this video? Do you think machines will replace more human jobs in the future? And what should we do about it? Please share your thoughts below, as it is important to know what people think and find suitable solutions. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more videos like this. Hello there! Canada's ecosystem is being gradually destroyed by wild boars. What have Canadian farmers done to cope with these wild boars? Watch our entire video to find out. After 3 months and 2 months of pregnancy, this wild boar has given birth to 8 piglets. This is a farm of a farmer. After about a week, the piglets begin to wander and eat various plants in the area. They root to find suitable food plants and consume insects on leaves. Afterwards, the herd moves to the edge of the lake to drink water and search for more food. They heavily pollute the area around the lake by using their snouts to search for larvae and worms beneath the mud layers. When farmers identified the number of wild boars and understood their activity habits, they began preparing traps to capture them. This process requires technical skill and experience because wild boars are highly sensitive and vigilant to potential risks. However, this could be a way to control the wild boar population and protect the natural environment from their excessive impact. Here are wild boars weighing between 250 to 300 pounds searching for food at night. In this trap, several corns have been placed, which they enjoy eating. Each wild boar takes turns entering the trap to enjoy the corn. After entering the trap, it collapses, causing them to become very scared and attempting to break through the trap door to escape. When encountering wild boars like these, you should keep your distance from them, as they may attack. Hunting wild boars stealthily in the mountains becomes very challenging, especially when they are familiar with the terrain and know how to utilize the natural environment to evade pursuit. This is an intriguing and challenging pursuit for adventurous hunters, requiring patience and skills to deal with wild boars in the wilderness. The process of hunting wild boars is a daring and challenging task, requiring skills, patience, and understanding of the behavior of these wild animals. Hunters often need to approach wild boars closely by venturing deep into the forest, moving quietly and delicately to avoid attracting their attention. However, wild boar hunting also requires respect for nature and preservation of ecological balance. When a hunting expedition ends successfully, humans often assess their patience and individual technical skills. This is not just an activity to gather food, but also an experience to immerse oneself in nature and confront the challenges of the natural environment. Bovine Inola, a beloved cultural breed in Africa, is not the most common cattle breed on the continent. However, it has consistently been one of the most widely raised breeds in Africa for decades. Current estimates suggest that the population of Inola cattle in Africa could exceed 300 million individuals. On average, an adult male Inola bull typically weighs around 1,100 pounds, whereas the average weight of a female is about 800 pounds. Compared to Angus cattle raised in the United States, Inola longhorn cattle are approximately 30% lighter. In the grazing fields of Uganda, farmers often store water for their livestock by constructing rainwater reservoirs or digging small channels to regulate water flow. In the late afternoon, as the sun gradually sets, the longhorn cattle and heifers are herded into resting pens. Due to the absence of predators around this farm, the structure of the pens is very simple and lacks a roof. Most farmers only need a place for their cattle to gather near where they live. Every year, approximately 7 million longhorn cattle and livestock are slaughtered for meat. Over 60% of these are primarily raised in the western regions of Uganda. Now, let's bid farewell to the African plains and shift our focus to some states in the United States to see how farmers there raise thousands of Texas longhorn cattle. According to USDA statistics at the end of 2022, there are approximately 273,000 Texas longhorn cattle raised in the United States, with many of them outside the state of Texas. The Texas longhorn cattle are notable for their meat and breeding significance, embodying historical and cultural importance for many American farmers. They often raise Texas longhorns to preserve and honor the heritage of the American West. These longhorns also symbolize the frontier era. What breed of longhorn cattle impresses you the most? Share your thoughts in the video comments. See you again in the next videos. Goodbye.